morning, everyone. This morning's presentation will be on smoking versus your lungs. So I'm going to start by going a little bit more into detail of what I mean by smoking. When you think of smoking, at least when I think of smoking, I think of just smoking cigarettes. But there's so many different things that affect your lungs when you smoke. Hookah, doing chew, loose chew, e-cigarettes, cigars, vape.
What's the first word?
Hookah.
What is that?
Hookah's a big pipe that filters water into the tobacco, and it's flavored tobacco.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's kind of a newer thing for people to do, but it's just as deadly as smoking cigarettes is. Yeah.
If you don't start something, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So that is what I mean when I'm talking about smoking, and then your lungs are obviously part of your body. So some of the health effects with smoking is secondhand smoke. I don't know if a lot of people realize, but when you smoke, you're not only being harmful to yourself and your body, you're also giving people that are around you a 25% chance of getting lung cancer or cancer in general just by having them inhale your secondhand smoke. You are susceptible to cancer, and I just don't mean lung cancer. Throat cancer, cancer of the gums, cancer in your stomach. There's so many different factors that go into it other than just lung cancer. Heart disease. You're also susceptible to heart disease, and you're also 25% more likely to have a heart attack when you start smoking. It costs an average of $5,000 a year for cigarettes. An average carton right now is between $40 and $45, which would be equivalent to spending $5,000 a year on cigarettes. That's a lot of money. That's a nice small down payment on a car for someone. You can go into an apartment. There's so many different things that you can spend that $5,000 on.
How many packs of cigarettes is that? How many smoke it, one a day or?
An average person smokes between a pack to 2 packs a day. So that's for about a pack a day for someone to spend. Smoking is the most preventable cause of death in the U.S. Not a lot of things are, but smoking is. If you never start it, like you said, then you never have to quit it.
That's why I like to wear these young kids and don't smoke. You know, I'm old-fashioned. You know?
Yeah, but actually, right now, for teens that are between 18 and 25, about 300,000 of them will die in 2021 just by smoking now. So this is a non-smoker's lung. You can't really tell, but it's pretty clear there is little black spots, and that's just being exposed to carbon monoxide when you fill up your gas tank. Those things will just cause that, but it's nothing really to worry about. This is a smoker's lung. If you can see, all those white areas is cancer. So if your lung is, look at the difference. That's all pink, and look how shrunk it is, and just look at the cancer. I mean, that's crazy to see an actual lung with cancer and how much cancer is actually on that lung. Our industry in 2012 spent $9.17 billion on advertising and promotion for cigarettes. That money could have went through to actually finding cures for cancer and, for smoking. I mean, that's a lot of money just to spend on promotion for smoking.
Then how many cigarettes were sold?
On top of that, so it's a lot. There was 1,300 deaths a day is the average of how many people die from smoking. Cigarettes cause more than 480,000 deaths a year. That is a lot of deaths to think about. 1,300 people a day. That's crazy. If you think about it, it all leads to cancer. So anything you do with smoking, you're gonna probably end up with cancer at some point. Hopefully not, but there's a good 50% chance you are. Hookah effects. Not a lot of people know, but 60 minutes of hookah is equivalent to smoking 1 pack of cigarettes. So people do it, like I used to do it, and I never knew that it was that serious. But 60 minutes, an hour is going to go by so quickly when you're smoking hookah and you're just hanging out with your friends and doing everything else. Secondhand smoke and diseases from sharing a pipe. As if you've ever seen a hookah pipe, it's about this big, and it's just one pipe, and everyone's doing it from this one tube. But if you don't take off that mouthpiece, you're gonna get AIDS, HIV. There's so many different diseases that you can get just from that. Will your next puff be worth your life? That is something to really, really think about. Every cigarette you take, you're taking about 5 years off your life. And I don't know if anyone has ever seen someone go through that, but it is crazy to see someone who starts chemo or radiation one day and they start on a Monday. By that Friday, they're gonna look like a completely different person to you. They're gonna be shriveled up, they're gonna be sick, they're gonna be ill looking. You would never even know that it is that same person. One more question that I wanna ask is, well, I wanna leave you with, is that for people that were born maybe 20, 30 years ago that didn't have the resources that we have today, would you have stopped smoking if you knew them today? But then if you think about it on a flip side, I have those resources. We're all aware of those resources. We see the TV ads with people who have colon bags, because that's the only way they can use the restroom, have to change them 8 times a day. We see people with the things in their throat, because that's how they can talk. Yeah. So I mean, with that, there's still so many teens and people smoking, even they're seeing those effects. People just don't realize how deadly it really is. So again, I want to leave you with, will your next puff be worth your life? I want to thank you for listening to my informative presentation on lungs versus smoking.
Good job. Anybody want to sing?